Ceffyl Dwr, or Ceffyl Dwr. Depending on where you live in Wales, the Ceffyl Dwr has slightly different descriptions. It is said to be an enormous chestnut or piebald horse trotting along the coast after a storm. Before a storm, this water horse is said to be seen as a dapple, a grey or white horse, clumsily stomping about in the ocean waves, possibly brewing up the very storm its sightings precede. When the storm comes, the Ceffyl Dwr always appears with a sea foam white coat. In some parts of Wales, this fairy animal is a murderous shapeshifter, described as being dark and having fiery eyes like a devil horse. Most often, the Ceffyl Dwr is seen along the coastal shore, appearing as a dapple grey, its hooves pointing backwards. And there it would be trying to entice someone to ride it. And once on its back, the horse would plunge its rider into the ocean foam. Now the River Towie is a tidal river and is fished by the Coracle men of Carmarthen. The fresh water of the river mixes with the salt water of the sea as the tide comes and goes every day. They fish for salmon and suin that come with the tide from the sea. In Carmarthen, the Coracle families of the town have passed the story of the water horse down from generation to generation. The myth of the river was that of the appearance of a small black horse, a Ceffyl Dwr, who would invite you to take a ride on its back. Many a Coracle man, tired after a night on the river, would accept a ride from the water horse. But once on its back, there would be an unexpected supernatural force, where the man would be latched onto the horse's back, unable to get off. The horse would then find a supernatural strength and would jump deep into the river and go down to the depths and drown the Coracle man that sat upon his back. Now there was a way to stay safe from the black horse of the Towie, and to protect yourself, the Coracle man only had to pick one of the white hawthorn flowers before he got to the riverbank, and place it in his coat pocket. And if you were unlucky enough to be sat on the back of one of these fairy horses, as long as you took the flower out of your pocket and held it tight in your hand, the black horse's strength would disappear and you would be able to escape back to the safety of the riverbank. I know men who walk the towpath of the river today, who all live in terror of all horses, whatever their colour.